The chapter begins as the Straw Hat ship lands on the water and departs from Wano. In a fit of anger, Nami exclaims, "You're a sorry excuse for a captain." Luffy, who had been locked in a cage, responds, "I'm sorry." Nami retorts, "That brain-dead stunt almost killed the entire crew. There's a limit to how much stupidity we'll swallow." Jinbei chuckles and says, "No one was hurt. Don't be too hard on him." Nami becomes even more fired up and declares, "We need to keep him on a tight leash, Jinbei." Scared, Jinbei wonders if Nami is using Conqueror's haki. From the back, Robin warns, "Be careful, boss. Never cross Nami when she's mad." Frankie interrupts them and boasts, "See how tough the Sunny is. A drop like that and we only busted a small yard on mast." Robin receives a newspaper from one of the birds and announces, "Looks like we've got new bounties." Sanji gets excited about the new bounty. The narrator states, "Updated bounty for the leader of the 5,600-man Grand Fleet, Emperor Straw Hat Luffy, and his 9 commanders. Dr. Chopper, the cotton candy lover, receives a bounty increase of 900 berries, bringing his total to 1,000 berries." Chopper wonders, "I wonder if it's bigger," but then realizes it barely went up. Next, we have the bounty for Navigator and Cat Burglar Nami, which is 366 million berries. In fear, Nami exclaims, "Hundreds of millions? I wouldn't hesitate to go after someone with a bounty like this." Following that, musician Soul King Brook receives a new bounty, 383 million berries, and Brook appears happy with his bounty. Shipwright Cyborg Frankie is next with a bounty, 394 million berries, although they mistakenly use a picture of the Thousand Sunny instead of him. The second member of the Straw Hat crew, Sniper God Usopp, receives a bounty, 500 million berries, and says fearfully, "Please no more. Don't let it go any higher." Archaeologist Devil Child Nico Robin receives a bounty of 930 million berries. Finally, we have the bounties for the Monster Trio. In 4th place, Cook Black Leg Sanji receives a bounty of 1 billion and 30 million berries. In 2nd place, Helmsman Jinbei, the Knight of the Sea, has a bounty of 1.1 billion berries. And in 1st place, among the crew, the second member of the crew and right-hand man of Emperor, Luffy, Swordmaster Pirate Hunter Zoro, receives a bounty of 1.1 billion and 11 berries. Sanji, fired up and disappointed, exclaims, "Why am I below him? And screw you to Jinbei." Jinbei asks, "Are you okay, Sanji? Is something wrong?" Zoro smiles and remarks, "Forget him. Let him complain about being number 4. Meanwhile, Fleet Captain Emperor Straw Hat Luffy receives a bounty of 3 billion berries. Luffy, still inside the cage, cries out, "I said sorry. Let me out already. I'm hungry." In the background, Sanji and Zoro continue fighting. Scene shifts to Empty Bluffs Island in the New World, where a pirate exclaims, "Did you see that?" Another pirate responds, "Of course, he is the real deal." The first pirate comments, "The world's greatest swordsman." Talk about scary. I thought it was all over when they banned the warlords, and all those naval ships showed up. The other pirate adds, "We should have known Chairman Buggy had something up his sleeve." Meanwhile, Emperor Buggy, the bombastic clown, is crying and pleading, "Hold on, please. I will do anything. I'll even lick your boots clean. Just let me live." Buggy is accompanied by his right-hand man, former warlord Mihawk, and his left-hand man, former warlord Sir Crocodile. Crocodile questions Buggy, saying, "Cross-Guild was supposed to be under me and Hawkeye. So tell me, why are you considered the boss, Buggy?" Buggy tearfully replies, "I can't do anything about it but apologize. It really isn't a big deal or anything." Mihawk remarks, "You are probably the only person in history to become an emperor. After crying for mercy, having you die here wouldn't even begin to make up for this." Crocodile adds, This is beyond insulting. I can't find the words for it. Meanwhile, Buggy continues to cry for his life. Mihawk warns, "Don't make unreasonable requests." Galdino, another member, says, "Oh boss, it's so nostalgic to be serving you again." Buggy angrily retorts, "Galdino, how could you turn on me?" Galdino responds, "I don't recall ever officially joining your crew officially." Buffon, another member, asks, "Since the chairman's gone, what are we meant to do?" Another replies, "Naturally we follow Crocodile." Crocodile remembers the past, and the scene shifts to Gloom Island, where he calls Mihawk, and laughing says, "I hear you have lost your warlord perks, Hawkeye?" Mihawk responds, "What do you want, Crocodile?" Marines keep swarming the island. It's a nuisance, but I suppose I will just have to relocate, Crocodile suggests. This just shows that it would be beneficial for us to team up. The Navy wouldn't take an organization headed up by the two of us lightly, after all they used to refer to you as the Marine Hunter. Mihawk says, "You and I are the same. We don't trust anyone." Meanwhile, at Buggy's place, the Marines attack, and a pirate says, "Captain Buggy, where are you going? There's no reason to sweat over these Marines, right?" Buggy thinks, "Damn it, I'm about to make a break for it." Suddenly, another pirate exclaims, "Take a look, their warships are already under attack." Buggy is surprised and says, "Their warships are what?" "They keep sinking, one after another." "What kind of hero is behind this?" Suddenly Sir Crocodile, the former warlord, appears, shocking all the pirates. One pirate says, "I guess the rumors about him working under Chairman Buggy are true. Talk about inspiring loyalty. He is risking himself just to save us from this. That's our Buggy." Buggy flexes in front of the pirates and says, "Oh, Crocodile here." In his mind, he is scared and thinks, "He must be here because of all that cash I owe him. I am broke. What should I do?" This is even worse than the Marines. Suddenly, Crocodile approaches Buggy and says, "You're still here? Knowing you, I figured you would have bolted by now." Buggy replies scared, "I know business at Buggy's delivery might look all hunky-dory, but the truth is we have got many mouths to feed. And all the giants who were our top earners just quit." Crocodile threatens, "If you don't have any scratch on hand, I can always sell you into slavery." An apprehensive Buggy says, "Don't say stuff like that. We are old prison buddies, remember." Crocodile asserts, "I already did you a solid by agreeing to lend to you. If you can't pay me back now, you will take full responsibility. I am about to form my own company, and I need the capital." Buggy stands up and suggests, "Then why not let me join? You could acquire my company to help start yours. It may not be much, but you'll get a former warlord serving you. I will work twice as hard to pay off my debt." In his mind, Buggy thinks, "It's always good to be flashy and yet get the word out with a bang. We have got all sorts of people that can help with that. Advertising experts, printers, couriers. You can work us to the bone for free." Angrily, Crocodile shows Buggy a flyer and says, "And this is the flyer you had them send out, right? You sure stand out, Mr. President. It's not what it looks like. I didn't mean for this to happen." He punches Buggy in the face and continues, "If it isn't deliberate, then explain." Buggy says, "It wasn't me, I swear. My employees just love me too much. I was as surprised as anyone when I saw it." Buggy remembers when one of his pirates joyfully shows him the flyer, and Buggy says, "Hey, what's with that flyer?" The pirate says, "I couldn't stop myself from giving you that up billing, boss. We have already sent it out to every corner of the world." Buggy becomes shocked. The scene shifts to the Navy HQ, where a Navy personnel says, "This Buggy character, in addition to being a mastermind of the mass escape, from Impel Down, was also a member of the Pirate King's crew. That's how he formed a close bond with one of the Emperor's red hair, and now reports confirm that Crocodile came to his aid at Empty Bluffs Island. Our tapping divisions have also verified that Crocodile and Mihawk made contact. Their new marine hunting movement has already garnered financial backing from a number of shady organizations. When you factor in all the rebellion we are already dealing with, the Cross Guild is undoubtedly a massive threat. One Marine asks, "What bounties are we issuing for these three?" A Vice Admiral responds, "With everything in mind, the former warlord Crocodile has earned a whopping 1.9 billion berries bounty for his mighty Logia ability and cunning guile. His fellow former warlord Hawkeye has even greater sword skills than the red-haired Emperor. He's worth 3.59 billion berries, a fitting total for the world's greatest swordsman. As for the Buggy, the bombastic clown, considering his formidable pedigree and the fact that he got these two to yield to his authority, we have given him a bounty of 3.189 billion berries, making him one of the two newly recognized emperors. Along with Straw Hat, the world government considers him an extremely dangerous individual." The scene shifts back to the island, and Crocodile says, "An emperor, huh? You have certainly made a name for yourself, clown." Buggy cries and says, "I'm sorry, let me lick your boots." Mihawk suggests, "All things considered, we could take a different angle here. Having him take all the heat as a figurehead may not be the worst idea. I for one have no interest in the title of emperor, so long as I am able to live in peace." Crocodile responds, "Seriously?" Mihawk explains, "Let him have the target on his back. We can always dispose of him if the need arises." Crocodile laughs and says, "That's true." Then Buggy addresses his pirates with full pride and says, "Listen up, you bastards. We formed the Cross Guild to prepare for the New Age. Let me introduce you to our new executives. It's Sir Crocodile and Mihawk Sama." As he gives his speech with pride, he thinks to himself, "What's gonna happen to me?" The scene shifts to Queendom in the Grand Line. Ivankov says, "There's no need to brew Koala. At least we know Sabo is safe." Koala responds, "Yeah, I'm glad everyone's okay." Ivankov adds, "Right? Nothing can tame this miracle." Morley chimes in, "I will never forgive that naughty Sabo for making a stew like that." As everyone expresses their thoughts, one of the commanders interrupts saying, "Quiet down, guys. You're so annoying." Then we see Dragon, who looks tense and furious, and he says, "I'm glad he is okay, but if he truly did murder King Cobra, I won't forgive him, no matter what his reasons were." We see Kimur sitting in front of Dragon, and Dragon asks, "Hey Kimur, tell me, what exactly did you see?" Kimur replies, "I'm yours to command, master." As Koala looks worried for Kimur, suddenly transponder snails ring. The Navy is also tracking the call, and they are sure that this call is from the Flame Emperor Sabo. Koala picks up the call and says, "Hello, this is Koala." A voice from the other side is heard saying, "It's me, Sabo," and the chapter ends.